Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another book review. As you can see, I will be reviewing Mutant Message Down Under. Sorry about the book. I am rough on books. When I got this book, it was in perfect condition. Me taking it back and forth to the store, reading it to work, I've messed it up. That's why, ebooks are really where it's at for me sometimes. So I believe I found this either at the Goodwill or Prime Thrift store. And it just looked interesting. So I decided to read it. It's not very long. I don't believe it's even 200 pages. It's about, I think, like 180 something. So the premise of this book... Oh, first, let me say this. Guys, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Share the video so other people can find out about this book. Also, comment below if you've read it, what you thought about it, and if there's any other type books like this that I should read. Now, let me tell you. This is a fiction book, but it's loose fiction. This woman, Marlo Morgan, actually did something quite like this, but she's changed names. She's changed locations. She's taken things out to protect some of the people involved. Because this is about Aborigines. They're the tribe called the Real People. See, she went there thinking she was good, like getting some kind of award, interview, just meeting them, and all this other things. That is not what happened. This woman checked into a hotel, rented a car, had a house where she was at, and basically these people kidnapped her. Made her change, took her clothes, burnt them, and she was endured to go on a walkabout across Australia with them. I believe it took place over 4 months. And I gotta say, it was very interesting. She learned the ways of the real people, as they call themselves. How they, how can I put this? How people have prejudice against them, thinking they're not cultured enough, they're not educated enough. Where really, they're just really in tune with the earth and who they are. They know what they can eat during these walkabouts. They know how to ask, pray for food to eat. And when they get food, it may not be what they want, but it is a type of food so they can survive. They teach this woman these things. Like, I know one part of the movie that I was like, book, I got the heebie-jeebies, is where they're walking and a swarm of flies just come over them. And the people just stand there and let the flies just cover the whole body. First of all, I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I could do it. And she was having a problem with it. And, oh, you hear my phone? That's my phone. Hold 1 second. And when the people, explained to her why they were doing this, she was like, oh, I get it. And the reason the Aborigines the real people were letting these flies over their body is because these people were sleeping on the sand. So sand was getting in their hair, their nose, their ears, their mouth. So the flies were going in their ears, cleaning out the sand, going in their nose, cleaning it out so they could breathe better, they could hear better. Which, hey, I mean, you're in the desert. What are you going to use? If you can do it, do it. Do I think I could do it? No. I do think that this book is a good book to read. It makes you think. Like, I said something to my husband, and he just looked at me like, you're an idiot. I was like, babe, I didn't really realize why, people in hotter regions, noses are wider and nostrils are wider. I said, so they can get more oxygen. And he just looked like, why didn't you realize that? And I think for me, it's because I've grown up around so many different cultures that it didn't click to me that there was really a difference. A nose was just a nose. I didn't really think of the function. So that kind of opened my eyes. This book opened my eyes about how a native people have different ways to do things that we should not look down upon. Because let's be real, the Western civilization, we think we're the ish. We think we're at the top of the food chain. Technology-wise, we are, but when it comes to certain things, we're not. So I'm just really glad that I read this book. It was informative. It was enchanting. Now, am I going to say this is what I'm going to read if I want a book to entertain me? Absolutely not. Is this a book that I would recommend to somebody if they want to actually think about some things and learn some things? Absolutely. It is a very good, decent written book. Now, am I keeping this book? I don't know. I kind of want to give it back to the library or thrift store to see if someone else buys it. Maybe pass it along. So I'm not sure. I may keep it and make my daughter read it when she gets a little older. You know, the mom card. Oh, well, you need to read this. But I'm not sure. Okay, this review is long enough. It is an excellent book. Definitely worth a read if you're just looking for something to, expand your mind a little bit. You're curious about it. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening. And I will talk to you later. Bye.